Alrighty guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to finish this room. Our sauna is 90% complete at this point. So before we do any final finishes, I want to finish this room up. I'm going to start with the floor, got the tiles. We're going to do the same process we did in the sauna. We're going to put the hardy backer boards. We're going to put the tiles down. We got the walls already mainly insulated, just got to do the ceiling. We got our electrical wires ran already for the lights we're going to do. And then we'll board up the walls, same boards as I used inside because I had plenty. I'm just gonna have to probably cut more. And then we'll do a window. We got this last door here. And little touch-ups and finishes, and we'll be there. Okay, so first we're starting with the floor. I'm gonna put down our hardy backer boards. Using the backer screws for that. And this is the tile I'm gonna use for the small room. Got a cement, got our old tiling equipment. So, I have a full detailed video on how to tile, guys. I'll put a link below, check my channel. But here I'll just show you guys the clips of the progress so we don't waste time here. Let's get it done. Okay, so we're about 40 inches wide and almost 8 feet long. So I'm gonna run, since hardy backer is 3 by 5 feet, I'm gonna run 3 pieces widthwise. Right here, which would be 40 inches side to side, except from here 43, so I have to do a little cutout for the step here. So I'm cutting it with a utility knife. Simple, quick way, a few passes, snap it off, and then we screw them on. Keep going like this, 2 more sheets, and we start tiling. Hardy backer installed. I was able to use 2 boards instead of 3, so we can save and return 1 now. Have a little space here, less than 1 inch, but that's fine. We'll cover that with cement. It's by the wall where the paneling will be anyway. Not a biggie. All right, let's get the cement ready, test fit our tiles, and install. Okay, we are using 24-inch tiles to make the job quicker, and I feel like that's mainly what Home Depot offers now. So we can go either this way, which we'll have to trim both, as they are a little long, obviously. This is almost 4 feet, and this is 40-inch section. I'll probably go this way. The other way would be to go this way, but then 3 is not enough. It's gonna be more work, more cutting lengthwise. So I think I'll go that way. We'll work our way down. We just have to make sure that we are long enough here. So I'm gonna get my center and then measure each tile based on the center, so we have a nice even design going all the way back. Normally, you want to start, obviously you want to start from the back, work your way in. I have entrance here, entrance there, opening, so I can go either way. Main thing is you want to have a nice finish at the other end as well, so I have to test it lengthwise as well. So I'm going to measure all that out, and then we'll get a tilet. All right, cutting's done, but we got a new plan. I'm gonna do big pieces in the middle, and then the extra piece I'm cutting pieces for the sides. I think that looks good. Also forgot to show you guys our doorstep, granite little 4-inch ledge. That's gonna be pretty cool as a transition step. And yeah, let's tile it down now. And there we go, we are all done. Once it hazes up, we'll give it another wipe down. That's just to make sure it's easier to clean that off. And then tomorrow we'll be able to grout it all up. Alrighty, good morning, day 2 on the little room build. Floor is ready. We'll hit a grout at some point, but for now I want to start paneling the inside walls. For that, like I mentioned, we're going to do it just like we did the sauna walls. The tongue and groove type of boards we cut here that I'm prepping right now. Just got to cut them to size and sand them. Groove, tongue will intersect into each other, snap in nicely. We'll have a nice solid wall. And I cut these from the rough cut lumber, 1-inch boards. I have to run it through the planer, then I have to run it through the router, then we have to cut it and sand it. So I'll put those on next. Okay. Alright, so for the walls now, they're just snapping in one by one. I kept it 1/4 inch off the floor in case there's any water and stuff, so it's not touching. And now we just snap them in. We're gonna hit it with the finished nails to pop it in. You can make yourself a little jig like this to hammer it in if it's loose. And then on an angle, going right on the groove, so it's gonna be all covered. So here's the progress so far. Almost got this all done. Made the space for the little window already, might as well. It'll be that much easier than cutting it later and save some full boards that way. And I still have lots to go, but I have no more ready boards. So back to prepping and cutting again. and then we'll continue this. But maybe I'll first finish this outside wall like I did over here. Alrighty, got our boards for the outside wall cut, meaning the shiplap edge, and shiplap edge is this, intersecting pieces like this, overlapping, so no water gets in there. Technically we're under, so it doesn't matter, but I just did all of them like that. So I'm just gonna cut them to size, give them a burnt look, finish, and then we'll put out the outside wall. Okay, most of the wall boards are ready now, so we can start installing. Before that, we have to pop in our insulation using the same stuff I used inside the sauna, the rock wool insulation. It's good, fireproof, all that stuff. So we'll pop it on over here. And also, if you guys noticed, I connected my water, as I needed to do that first before I can close this wall up. So I installed the faucet right here. I run the water underground from my house. Did a video on that. I just did a quick video how to install this piece, and we should be fine for winter. Also, insulation go over that, so nothing should freeze. This is a long stem, 10-inch stem that goes through here and actually unscrews the water all the way back here to help prevent any freezing. So let's do the installation and pop the boards on. So guys, final steps, we're almost there. Finishing the ceiling right now. And as I'm doing the boards, now I'm gonna pop in the insulation. And for the light for the changing room, that's gonna go in the middle here. Not sure what kind of ceiling light I'm gonna do yet, but I got this junction box. So that's gonna go right between the rafters here. And then when we're ready, we'll put a light in there. And here's what I was talking about. Very simple. And we have a proper light box now installed. Now we just need to find the light. So I doubled up the insulation in the changing room as I had plenty left over. So that will definitely help insulate this room, which you want to stay cool or hot depending on the time of the year. Alrighty guys, we are almost there. Just need finishing touches now. With the outlet covers. Window looks good over here. We still gotta do this door, but that's coming later. This is all done now. I also added the trim like I did inside the sauna. 1-inch trim. Kept it simple. Gotta cover up the outlets here. Add this outlet still. Here's the inside of the window. I just lined it with the same trim I was using for here. Gotta pop in the door. Got one more vent to do over there, which I did a separate video on as well if you're interested in doing vents in your sauna, which is recommended. And our benches and stuff. So final steps. And yeah, floor's done too. So now we gotta get the outside door done. using the rough cut lumber, but I'm not finishing this to match the outside. Gave it a burnt look for the trim so far. And I'm gonna make the door open inwards, so that way when you're hanging out on the deck, it's not in your way. Because when you're doing sauna, you're not gonna be closing this door. So that way it's out of the way. So now we just gotta come up with a design with the wood we got left. Here's the finished door. Did the trim around it, which was very simple. Just boards right against the edge, covering everything up here nicely. As the door, I had it flush against the edge, so it works out perfect like that. All three sides. Door handle did a little indent here, so you have more comfort. And door handles are usually for 1 3/4 or 1 something like that, 5/8 doors. So this is way too wide. This is almost 3 inches. So we did have to cut into it in here to make sure that it can connect. So I showed you guys briefly in the pictures. And that's it. Now it closes right against our trim outside, so it won't fly open. And the door's all set. Got the little room done at this point, 90% I would say. Doors installed. Got a lamp installed here. Did a little trim to cover the wiring. Ice tub is going to be there. We're going to build a surround on it later, so we'll show a video on that. Outlets all done here. The windows all done. Our doors all done. I have videos on all this stuff, obviously, guys. Door's going to open inward, so it's not in the way when you're outside. Got a little latch here for now to hold it. But the room came out great. Got a light. I have a video how to install that guy as well. We're gonna do a bench here or something. Maybe some infrared panels or stuff like that. Benches or whatever else. Doors all set as well. Got a whole video how to detail build this door. Light for the sauna. Benches. Got the stones, already ran a couple times. It feels great. And it's nice and hot. I'll do a whole video how to break in your sauna for the first time. You don't want to just heat it up fully. Got our vents. These are awesome. Covers and all that. Rocks, sauna rocks, Harvia brand. 2 boxes you need, about 70 to 80 pounds of rocks. And the benches slide in. We got our drain. I did the tile finish. You can flip it and have a stainless steel finish. So that's awesome. And that's really it. Next steps, I'm gonna probably build some also out of cedar panels to lean against. As I use the sauna, you see there's a little moisture already. Wherever it's knotted, that is gonna get sticky and not comfortable to lean against. So we're gonna do backrests. I'll do a video on that. We're also gonna mount our thermometer. I'm gonna talk about what you should use, what's the good ones out there. Light, we did a video on that already. And then here we're gonna put up a bench, maybe a follow-up. And then for this outside area, table, some benches, stuff like that. And then lastly, we're gonna cover up the tank, build the whole installation surround part, I'm gonna do a cooler setup for it as well and filtration. So stay tuned for those videos. But that's really it for the sauna build at this point. Check out the next videos when we test it out, break it in, and the finishing touches. Thank you guys.